Hi, I'm Dina McKittrick, and I'm about to do a Stones of Change reading for you. This will just be a one question or one topic reading. I'm trying to do those as often as I can. Because I don't have a specific question today, I'm just going to do a reading on what is it. The question I'm going to use is what is it that we could use today? What is it that we should look at today? What is it that needs healing today? So, we're going to try a different angle on the camera today. It seems to be an item of constant reconfiguration. Anyway, I'll gather up the stones. And clean the area of the inside the wheel. And as I'm doing this, I'm opening my heart and my spirit to receiving guidance from the stones. I'm opening up to any questions that arise, whether conscious or unconscious. I'm opening up to your need and what will best serve you to come through into the reading. I sprinkle the stones. In the circle. Okay. So let's see. This is the stone, the little garnet, is the stone that it says this is the most important part of the reading. It's always what I read first because it's the most important part. So it's sitting here in the area of spiritual nature, halfway between mental and physical, but towards the spiritual side. So it has to do with our spiritual beliefs or our spiritual practices. And it's between this stone here, which is passion in life. And so it very much has to do with what is our passion in life? What is it that we're sent here to do? Another way to say it would be what is it that opens our heart to joy? What is our joyous expression? All of that, those kinds of questions. And next to it, on the other side, is the abalone stone. Abalone has a real special place in my heart, and it's only, I've always enjoyed looking at it because it's beautiful, but only since I started doing readings, which was, almost 17 years ago now. Ever since I started doing readings, it's opened up a whole new side to my understanding about abalone, and that is the true beauty of abalone. It's gorgeous, but deeper than that is that abalone reflects the truth. It reflects the truth. So I'm sure many of you are aware of like in voodoo cultures, there will be, or in the belief system, there will be a lot of the people will wear mirrors on their clothes or different things. And the whole idea is to reflect back any bad jujus sent their way, curses or whatever it is. And so the mirrors will send it back. The thing about that is that it's sending back, like if you're sending back a curse, you're cursing someone. You're sending back a curse. It's just like if somebody cusses at you and you cuss back at them, well, you're exchanging that same negative energy. Abalone, on the other hand, breaks up the light. It breaks up the light and distills it somehow. I don't know. But the Chumash Indians used to wear abalone on their forehead as a way of reflecting back negative energy. The thing about it is it doesn't reflect it back as negative energy. On the big scale of the big spectrum, in looking at reality, all of reality, all of life, all of creation is part of the creation. It's all part of the same thing. And when you look at the spectrum of good and bad and positive and negative, it's all on that same spectrum. Well, abalone breaks it down into the little part of the spectrum that it is, but at the same time recognizing that it's all part of the same spectrum. And it sends back, like if you use it as a mirror, it won't reflect back the little piece as this is the whole truth. It reflects back all of the different facets, all of the different colors. In other words, it reflects back the entire truth, not just that little piece that we think is the truth. And so in doing that, it's like sending, I get sent a curse, I reflect it back with abalone, I'm sending out a blessing. I'm sending the blessing of the truth, the light, the in all its beauty. And so when abalone comes up in the stone reading, it's about what is the whole picture, what is the whole truth, and anything that's near it that is an illusion, it shows the truth of it. It enlightens the truth beneath what the illusion is. So here next to it, there are a couple of stones next to the abalone that have, actually there's three of them here, that have that are the negative quote unquote aspects of several of our stones. And so this is Ike reversed. Ike reversed is, I don't know if I have choices. And if I do have choices, I don't know what they are. And this stone is confusion. It's a remarkable stone. I'll talk about it again sometime soon, but it brings confusion with it wherever it goes. It's a beautiful little sunstone that holds the energy of confusion just tremendously. And this stone is, I don't speak my truth and I don't stand in my power. So those three in this reading, it's most important to realize that in this reading, those three were being shown the whole truth about it. We kind of need to look at the opposites of those three. Well, the opposite of I don't speak my truth and I don't stand in my power is this one right here, which is I speak my truth and I stand in my power. It's even closer to the abalone and to this is the most important part of the reading than the other is. There is a question here about, are you standing in your power? Are you speaking your truth? Are you being integrous with your passion in life? Are you really owning your passion in life? And then this one, the confusion, the opposite of that is over here. which is the focus of the cat hunting. It's that undivided focus that says, I am looking at this and this only, and I am on task, on point, all of that kind of thing. And it's totally down here in the physical area. It's next to porcupine, which has to do with innocence, but also protection of the innocence, and it has to do with being being vulnerable. The underside of a porcupine is quite vulnerable. Being vulnerable by by standing in your power. So it relates to this other energy here. And this particular stone here next to I don't speak my truth is aimed at your empowerment. And your empowerment is over here with your third eye and your intuition. And also it's pointed directly at fog, which is where you have to walk in faith. So you right now we're getting our empowerment by walking in our faith, and the connection is with total transformation, the total transformation of butterfly. So there's all of that going on. And then the third one here of that is an quote negative stone next to abalone is Ike reversed. I don't know if I have choices, and if I do, I don't know what they are. On the other side of the passion in life, though, and closest to the abalone, is the positive side of that. Ike is the world is what you think it is. It's as you think, so you experience. It's whatever it is that you believe, the universe will support you in that belief. There's a lot of corollaries for that. There is the play between those two as well, because they're both almost equidistant from the abalone. We're being shown the truth about this belief system that is holding us back, and we're being shown the truth about those positive ways of being that we're dealing with this. This is over here by the life path, so we're going through a life experience right now that has to do with what we inherited, what belief systems we inherited from our family, and coming from over here in the mental area of having awe in nature, and headed over here to the angels and dreams coming true, the rainbow the dreams coming true and lighting up. So Ike is on that path. And then over here next to, still very related to this, is the most important part of the reading, is the reading that, or the stone that I always read second, that point at this one. It is the hologram stone, the fan. It points out that part of the reading that the whole reading is about. And since we didn't have a question today, it would be good to read that and see what it's about. And it's pointing right over here to, looks like frog. Well, frog, there's a lot of energy about frog, and you can read about frog energy. Frog is very much can be related to butterfly, which we already have that going on here. But frog is that transmutation of our reality, going from the little tadpole into the frog, and that transmutation that happens when we're growing from the one thing into the other. But a frog also brings us dreams and sacred dreams, and the frog helps us work with lucid dreams as well. And it's got fire in the belly real next to it, and it's also got guidance next to it. So guidance is over here in the spiritual area, spiritual guidance, and fire in the belly super magnifies any stones that are near it. So as you speak your truth, you receive guidance. As you speak your truth, as you stand in your power, because that's related right here, as you look at the big picture, you are receiving guidance right now. And it has to do with that transmutation, and it has to do with butterfly, the coming out of the cocoon into something whole and new and wonderful and beautiful. It looks to me like today should be an exciting day. It looks to me like all of us are on an incredible journey that has great hope within it. It's important for you to remember that you always have choices, and you may not know what they are, but if you walk in faith, you'll be able to deal with the choices and make the choices. And super important that you listen to guidance. There's some, it just in that moment, an awakening and an epiphany. That's the kind of guidance we're getting today. Okay, I think that's about it. Well, I enjoyed what the stones had to say today. I hope you did as well. If you have any questions or that you would like to ask me, I do readings for individuals via Skype or all the other things. I'm always open to facilitating that in any way possible. Once things open back up, I've got a spot in a studio down in Midtown Sacramento. So if you're in this area, you can get a reading in person. I also am writing a book about the stones, and I do retreats. I do classes on how to do your own stone readings, how to connect with the stones, how to find what messages they have to offer you, because everybody has their own stones. Everybody has their own things, their own understanding of life, the world, and you can learn how to incorporate your understanding with the stone reading. So like if you do astrology, you could lie the wheel of the astrological wheel over the top, in mentally, of course, over the top of the stone map, and have an instant understanding that's much deeper than anything trying to get it out of a book, for example. And it goes on and on. I mean, the Stations of the Cross, or a feng shui map, or numerology as a clock face. It goes on and on. And so I teach you how to set that up. I hope you have a lovely day, and may you and yours be healthy, happy, safe, and blessed. Bye-bye.